And if one's not enough, here comes the other one. That's a familiar noise. Woohoo! Well, hello and welcome to the first HubNut Social of 2023. And yes, that is Foxanne. Foxanne is here, which is delightful to see. Foxanne passed her MOT yesterday, so she's only just made it, but she's quite used to that after a stint on the fleet with me. So Nino's keeping her in good health. It is fantastic to see her here, reunited with Betty. These two went to the NEC, the Practical Classics show in March last year. But we need to have a quick scan around here because there's lots of interesting cars, and sadly some have disappeared already. So hello to the family who were in the blue Vauxhall Corsa that was just there. Young lad doing some learner driving today. First of all, we got Miss HubNut and Mini HubNut on stand duty at the moment, selling merch, lots of merch to everyone. So thank you very much if you came along and bought some. We've got Mazda Bongo here, looking very, very fetching. But Miss HubNut was all about the Ami, and probably because it's got a little flower on the dashboard. Ah. So this is one of a pair. There were a pair of Amis here. Sadly, we've lost one. Jaguar S-Type, Joseph Lloyd, here as ever in his Rover 45 V6, happy memories. But look at this, we've got an Invacar pairing. So this one is a very late Invacar Model 70, the same as Tuk. So Tuk's a 72, this is about a 77, 78. So it's great to see, it's got some lovely stickers on it. Look, it's still got a disabled sticker here. Running in, please pass. That seems sensible. They're not necessarily the swiftest, but of course the main difference with these pair is mechanical. I'm going to get in trouble with Des here because I'm going to get this wrong, but I think this is a Mk12. I think the Model 70 stems from AC, who designed this version, but this was Invacar's own design. This is their own take on the invalid carriage, as they so wrongly called them back in the day. And look how different this is to Tuk. We've got just a one-hand operated tiller of what looks like a hand throttle on it, or is that, no, it's an indicator switch off a bike, I think. A big old brake lever, and there's the master cylinder on the end of it. And yeah, you got a manual gearbox in this one. So actually one of these must be a clutch, surely. And yeah, I look forward to finding out how this actually works, because I have no idea. It's much more difficult to drive than the Model 70. And there we go, Invacar Limited, Fundersley Benfleet. So fascinating. And again, you've got the seat that slides to the door, so you could transfer from your wheelchair. But the big change is at the back. Look at this craziness going on. This is the single cylinder Villiers air-cooled engine, 174cc, I think, combined with the well, it's a motorbike engine and gearbox effectively, and it drives one wheel, so it only drives the left-hand wheel. I've got Avo shocks on this, coilovers, fancy. So there's no drive to this side at all. Very, very strange, and a very, very different thing to drive, but fantastic styling. So this is the last of the models that Invacar designed itself. The government said, we just want one type of invalid carriage, and it became AC's Model 70. But both of these were built by Invacar, so Invacar had no choice but to build AC's design with the CVT by AC and Steyr-Puch or Puch air-cooled flat twin at the back, 4-stroke engine compared to 2-stroke. So brilliant to see this pair. I've been following the restoration of this one. It's been on the slightly sweary forum, the restoration of this car as it's been coming together. So yeah, great to see. Looks like it's also wearing the Michelin X tyres, as Tuk and my 2CV both have. Mark IV Astra Estate, very handsome, lovely, lovely colour. Smart roadster, good to see. Honda Insight. And we saw this Jaguar Mark I as we were coming up. But, and I want to make this point very clear, we're not fussed what you turn up in. Turn up in your daily driver, it's absolutely fine. Turn up in a Kia Picanto, it's going to be welcome here, because this is a social, it's primarily about people. Alfa Romeo GTV, I can't remember if this one's a twin spark or a V6. See if we can find a clue at the back. Twin spark it is. Some of these cars are staff, and that's mildly confusing. But MGF here, we saw loads of those at a track day recently. The hydrogas is well pumped up on this one, it would seem. Alfa Romeo Giulia are those? A Fiat Brava. So I've driven a Bravo and a Marea Weekend, which have the same front end, but the Brava has these slashy rear lights and was 5-door only. So great to see a Trofeo. Lovely, these are lovely cars, and again, that's a most excellent colour, of which I fully approve. Matt the Pink's here in this Audi 100 he bought fairly recently. Matt the Pink went to Paris recently and met Mighty Car Mods in a Shemi t-shirt, so clearly the coolest man alive. Mini Clubman with the passenger door only on the driver's side, but it does give us a twin rear wiper moment, and they're quite nice rear wipers as well. Good advice for life, straight out of lockdown. So yeah, twin rear wipers, good to see. Jaguar XF, we saw the slightly smaller XE when we were at the Jaguar Daimler Heritage Trust recently. A Seat, is that an Ateca? It's a lovely colour again, look at this bronze. I love that cars are getting colour again. Arona is what that is. This is a Jaguar XF Sport Brake. Quite a stylish estate. Nice cars. Peugeot 205 with the most delicious lacquer peel, and a Abarth badged Fiat Cinquecento. Very nice. Sporty interior or what? We've got left-hand drive Porsche 928, which gives us one of our more secretive pantograph wiper moments. Look at this double-armed beautiness. Oh, lovely cars. Absolutely love them. Mercedes-Benz SLK, that is a colourful interior. Loving that. Supercharged as well. Mark 1 Mondeo in a colour so many of them were in. Lovely. Oh, now is that a Mark 3 Orion or a Mark 2? Mark 2 Orion based on the Mark 4 Escort is, I think, what that is. Rover 75, lovely green colour. Very nice. Volvo 740. Oh, giving us our headlamp wiper moment. Wow. Thank you, sir. We've got a pair of Austin A35s in representing different conditions. Lovely. Mark 4 Escort of Lord Bungle. Hello, sir. Volkswagen Amarok over here. We've got a Golf Mark II GTI 16 valve, and I must talk rear wipers. Thank you, sir. It's got the rear wiper parking in the down position. That was something a lot of people did. Should be parked up, but everyone changed them to go down. Volkswagen Taygo here. SUV type device. Bond bug in mostly orange, some other colours as well. Well travelled. That's fantastic. Love it. Citroen C5 of the X7 variety. These are so comfortable. Even with the coil suspension, they're very comfortable. BMW i3, always been fascinated by these. Interesting cars. A beige Suzuki Jimny. That's beautiful. Renault Megane Scenic in green. That's really nice. Mercedes-Benz SL. Ford Mondeo Mark 4, I think. Well, I just think one of those in a James Bond film. Volvo Amazon, looking lovely in red. Ford Fiesta Mark 6. I'm very sorry to everyone I've ever misspoken about one of those. About horrible triangle of doom. BMW E34 5 Series, Toyota Yaris, Nissan Note, and a Mercedes-Benz of redness. And we're going to the next line, Vauxhall Insignia, Range Rover Ewok, a sadly broken BMW 7 Series V12. Yeah, it's got a really bad hydraulic brake failure going on, so there's brake fluid everywhere. Unfortunate. Sorry about that, Andrew. But at least you got a nice place to spend a day waiting for recovery. Alfa Romeo Mito, Jag XKR with the supercharged V8 engine. Honda Legend, very rare. I'm told this has no torque whatsoever. Hyundai i10, brand new by the look of it. BMW 3 Series of some sort. I'm lost on post 2005 stuff, aren't I? Peugeot Partner Escapade, I think. So it's got the light guards on it. Looks a bit more like a Quicksilver. Maybe it's just got the Escapade goodies on it. and roof rack. Oh yes, Festival of the Unexceptional. We have confirmed we are going to be at Festival of the Unexceptional this year. We have no idea what in. Something. Another Yaris. Good to see. Citroen Berlingo. And Ford Fiesta Mark 6. No, sorry, Mark 7. Now I quite like these. I think there was a big leap between 6 and 7. More VTEC EO with this Honda Accord wagon. Volvo 740 Estate, more headlamp wiper goodness. Suzuki with Wagon R, the rather more like it's playing a Vauxhall Aguila sibling than the earlier ones, which is a bit more distinctive. We've got Skoda Fabia, good to see. How bright a colour is that? Nice bright green little Mini. Hyundai Tucson, Lotus XL, and Toyota MR2, a Trabant. This was making some lovely noises earlier. E46 BMW, again, so many in this colour, and sadly, so many of them have developed a bit of rot going on. Honda Jazz, yeah. Good to see. IDSI, whatever IDSI is. It has that, yeah. Alfa Romeo Spider next to an MG RV8, both kind of evolved versions of very, very pretty 60s cars. The RV8 dating from the 90s, and this Spider looks like it's sort of early to mid 1980s. We've got an MG here. Is that an HS? I think it's an HS. It's got the HubNut sticker in it. My dad now has an electric MG himself. We've got Hyundai i10 again. And then some more bonds on the end. A BMW 2 Series, I think. And a Volkswagen I've utterly forgotten the name of. And then we've got a few more cars about. There's a Smart with a towing thing on the front, a towing contraption. That's quite weird. Just taking the back of the RV8 and the Spider. Lovely. So yeah, we've got a Range Rover. Are they still L322s? There's the facelifted version, by which stage they'd lost the headlamp wipers. MGB, to please Tim. Skoda, and a bright green Mercedes-Benz. So as you can see, it's quite a mix of cars. And yeah, it's been great to see so many people coming out for another HubNut Social. We've had a lovely time. First time I managed to get off stand and actually go around and have a look and see what's here. So I'm glad I made it, and yeah, I hope I've managed to capture all the cars that were here. I don't think anyone else is coming in now. I think most people who were coming are coming. So yeah, thank you for coming down. It's been absolutely splendid, and yeah, so good to see Foxanne again. Oh, isn't she a beauty? But in the right place. I think she's in a far better home than she was with me. Oh, Joseph Lloyd's recording. Hello. Crossing the streams, folks. It's Joseph Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. But yeah, I'm very happy. We've had a lovely day. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in a future video. Farewell.